Welcome to the show, Stef Burns. You are a guitarist, singer, and songwriter from Oakland, California. Rock fan at heart, you started to get into jazz and rock fusion whilst in high school, playing covers from Led Zeppelin to Jeff Beck and Herbie Hancock. You've played top-level guitar for numerous big artists over the years: Huey Lewis and the News, George Michael, Stevie Wonder, Nile Rodgers. Part of the opening act for Prince's Purple Rain tour with Sheila E. and Alice Cooper, even having a part in the film Wayne's World with him. The list goes on. It's fantastic to have you on the show with us this evening. Stef, thank you so much for joining us, and please do tell us more.
Well, thanks for having me, and it's great to meet you, and it's great to see my old friend Skyler. It's funny because bio, it always has this information, and sometimes things are taken out of context. So, I did one night with Stevie Wonder and Nile Rodgers and George Michael, and because of Narada. It was 1997 at the VH1 Honors. There was Nikita Germain. There was Tony Lindsay, maybe. I don't remember, but anyway, that was one of the most amazing nights of my life. Even I loved watching Stevie Wonder take the piss out of George Michael and joking around like at sound checks and stuff like that. And I liked when James Taylor at rehearsal asked me what the chords were to the bridge of Back in the High Life by Steve Winwood, because he had to play with us, and I was like, wow. Okay, it's B and E flat. And then and that was great. And then my girlfriend got all jealous because I said hi to Sheryl Crow. She didn't like the way I was walking towards Sheryl Crow and I shook her hand. I had a really jealous Italian girlfriend. She ruined my weekend pretty much, being mad at me the entire weekend when I was trying to schmooze with Stevie Wonder and James Taylor.
Yeah. You're right. We had to be around 18, and we wrote a song called You Move Me.
Move Me. Still move me. I do remember that. Yeah. Certain way you smile, girl, you sure know how. I can't believe I can remember the first lyrics. You wrote that.
But the thing is, we remember it, right? And we used to kill it over there in Berkeley.
Yeah.
I miss Berkeley. The Keystone. Back then, man, 78, 79,
right.
when Night Fever came out with the Bee Gees.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I wrote a song called "Blame It on the Bee Gees" because as soon as that disco came out, man, that was the end of the nightclubs all over the Bay Area for, fabulous musicians.
Live music, yeah.
It was the end of it with the disco and all that, man. But offline, we was talking about with the German Shepherds.
Yeah, okay.
Tell us about the German Shepherds.
All right, so we had this band, me and Skyler, John Seppola, Chris Stefanetti, I believe.
I think so.
John Seppola. A small guy played with it, so his bass was really big on him. I remember, but he grew up bigger after high school. And John Seppola, rest in peace. He passed a few years ago. He was my main co-writing partner and brother for a lot of years, all through high school, and then after high school. Then he went to Berklee School of Music, came back to California, and we started up again. But Chris Zeitz was our drummer, and he was badass. He was playing all that we were doing, those Lenny White things, and he could do that super fast kind of a fusion funk thing. And he had the two German Shepherds in his house, and we remember that, they were a very German family, so they gave all the commands to the German Shepherds in German.
Right.
Yeah. So we went over there. I think we rehearsed at his house.
Yeah.
And I was frightened.
in Concord, over in Concord, man.
Right. That's right. But, I was afraid of the dogs. I was afraid of him after that.
And they were huge.
Yeah.
Those dogs was huge, man.
That house was safe.
Yeah. Oh no, you ain't going in there. That's off limits for sure. But man, listen, I've always loved your playing. I've always bragged about you. I was in a band with you, with that kind of talent, man. And everybody was, when you introduced me to Chris and I saw him play for the first time, my mind was blown, man. That dude, you could tell that dude just did nothing but practice all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I never knew what happened to him after that because I didn't stay in contact, but I hope he continued to make music.
Yeah, man. Well, now you have your league.
Stef Burns League. Yep. It's also with the same drummer that I've been playing with since about 2005 or six. But then, and we were just called the Stef Burns Group. We were a little bit bigger. We were doing a little bit more fusion-y stuff. And then we made an album 10 years ago. So this is our 10th anniversary of Roots
Wow. Yeah.
and it's I'm singing on 8 of the songs instead of 0 like my first record or 5 like the
Yeah.
second record.
Yeah.
And so we're celebrating 10 years of that, and we're going to tour around Italy in December.
We've kind of briefly touched on it, all the kind of different things that you've been involved in, people that you've worked with. If you can, are you able to pick out one or two particular kind of standout kind of pinch me moments of all the different things you've been involved with?
Well, that one event, playing with Chaka Khan and Stevie Wonder and sitting next to Nile Rodgers playing electric guitar and Stevie and oh man, James Taylor, Sheryl Crow. That evening was just unreal, and it kept getting more and more unreal because first Stevie wanted to use the band. It was like, okay, great, we're going to back up Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
We were there to do Steve Winwood because Narada was producing Steve Winwood at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these other people, oh, we want to join. I was just, so that was the real pinch me moment, I think. Also getting the Alice Cooper gig.
Yeah.
That was another one because I was playing around the Bay Area. I had a couple of other bands. I had done already a lot of touring in the 80s, but Alice Cooper was on a different level. They first called me to do the album. So we did the album Hey Stupid, then started doing world tours, and then another album called Last Temptation, and it was great. Those are musically the moments. And then but my joy that has been the longest thing, and Huey Lewis and the News was another one. That was so amazing.
Yeah.
And what a band. That was a great band. We had horn section and it was really tight and just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But the Vasco Rossi thing, this Italian experience has changed my life because it gave me an Italian life practically. I'm able to work over there. I play these venues that are astronomical in size. It's like there was one in 2017 where he broke the Guinness Book of World Records for tickets sold for one artist at one event.
Wow.
225,000 people showed up in Modena Park.
Wow.
And it's just a sea of people and all these stadiums. It's like one of those artists that only it's in Italian that they sing and cry on every song at the top of the song. They're that passionate about this guy. And he's really quite an amazing artist. Over time, I understood Italian and I'm starting to appreciate the lyrics and how he reaches the people and, with a positive message. And it's quite extraordinary. He went through different stages because he was famous in the early 80s when he was a younger man. And he's always been a rebel, though, and always defends his life even in the hard times. So there's one song that's called Se ti potesse dire, which basically means if I could tell you. But the song is basically about I wouldn't change a thing. I live with no regrets. And then he lists all the things with the same passion, with the same recklessness, with the same love, with the same. And so he embraces reality. He embraces whatever's brought him to that point. It's all good, even because we sometimes live in the past and don't appreciate the hard times. Like, oh, I don't want to, I wish that never happened, or living with regret. That kind of, I like to just say, okay, I learned from that one.
That's right. Keep on moving.
Yeah, keep on moving and just appreciate even the hard times.
Yeah, everything's for a reason. So. And you can't go back on anything. Everything that happened yesterday and before that and all your relationships and school, you can't go back and correct none of it, right?
No, cannot. Right.
It's all about today and hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? Now, does he speak English?
He speaks a little English, but mostly we speak Italian. when we're there.
Yeah.
Last year and this year, I am the only American in the band for the first time since I've been in this band. One time we had a British bass player, Tony Franklin. He came in 2009, filled in for Gallo, our other bass player. Then, but for years, we've always had also American drummer. Now, our drummer, Matt Logg, who was there since 2007, he got a job with another little Australian combo called AC/DC.
AC/DC. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of heard of them, you know.
So now Matt's out there touring with AC/DC. He did a tour last year, so we have an Italian drummer now. It was great, Donald Renda. But yeah, it was great having my brother Matt in the band because we were like the two Americans. We certain times, we would speak similar language, also culturally and stuff.
So what you doing now?
So I'm been spending time with the family here at home and enjoying California, home here. I have a grandson, so I've been spending time with him.
Congratulations, brother. Yeah.
Thank you. He's like he's 20 months old, so he's walking and talking and got his personality going.
Grandpa.
And
Go ahead, Grandpa.
yeah, and my son is a great dad, so I'm here with my kids and my sisters and my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So then I just go back to work. I got a corporate gig in Verona, and then I do the Stef Burns League tour, and then we'll see what happens, right? The future.
Wow. What's the members in your band in the league?
In Stef Burns League, it's myself, Juan van Emmerloot, who is the bass player from drummer from Holland, and the bass player is a woman from Brescia, which is just to the east of Milan, and she's really good, Paola Zadra. And we've been a trio like this since 2014, I think, 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's celebrating the 10-year anniversary of our album, And every 10 years, you got to make an album. So I guess we're due for a second one.
This whole social conscious movement that I started 20 years ago, it's changed my life. You know what I mean? Because positive lyrics is the way to go. You're not talking about yourself. You're talking about healing and education and solving problems kind of thing, right? But with any kind of instruments.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm doing this thing where I'm introducing musicians to each other from different parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And since we have the internet, we can collaborate with each other.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
if I sang on a song, hey, meet my friend Skyler. Well, you just introduced me to so many people I wouldn't have never met. These are your fans, and vice versa. Now imagine if we're all doing that together, all over the world, introducing each other's fans to each other. We can grow it like that, right?
Right. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That's really great what you're doing too, man. And I'm looking also to see if there will be, the world as it changes, and as it also did in the late 1960s, and there were, for lack of a better word, protest songs, and a lot of them that became really important. I mean, there was specifically maybe more about the Vietnam War, but there are still really hard times right now, and I'm looking to see if there will be some culturally relevant protest songs, happening against the changes in political world, because it's pretty frightening.
That's what's needed the most, because it was like you said, it's back there in the 70s, but when I saw Woodstock, all the musicians, they would do 2 or 3 of their songs, and then they would do a song to stop the war.
Yeah.
It was the young people that stopped that war.
Yeah. Yeah.
And music was a huge tool for that. And we need to do that again.
I agree.
Positive lyrical content, because life ain't all bad. You know what I mean?
That's for damn sure. That's right. Life is good.
Yeah, it is, and we need to celebrate it, and for others, human beings humanitarians around the world. I mean,
well, now with the internet, you bring it everywhere,
And it's my favorite price, free. I've been linking people up to write with each other, like vocalists over there with producers over here, and vice versa, and in other countries. I've been working a lot in Portugal. There's so many talented people in Portugal, man. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, everybody was playing like 3 and 4 instruments and singing, you know?
Wow, that's amazing. That's what I experienced in Brazil. Brazil was the place where I noticed the quality of musicians, the level of talent was something that and everyone, then the waiter comes in and plays something. And then there's the agent down in the hotel in Sao Paulo. And I never heard anything like that. We'd go down the street and no, that's extraordinary. Hey, Puerto Rico also, Ricky Encarnacion, right? You remember
I've sang on a couple of his records.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I thought so. So he took me, we were in San Juan. He took me down the street, and there you are. Just the guys playing on the corner
Yes.
with sax player was blowing the stuff that was just at an other level. And
Yeah.
but getting work, talent is one thing, getting work is another. And sometimes luck is involved in that too, and geographic location and all kinds of things.
Listen, my brother, bless you for the privilege of your time. I love you.
Oh, no, thank you. And thank you both as well. Right on, right on.
Right on, man. Tom's gonna get all your information too, so we can spread the love.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just want to know, Stef, if you've got any kind of social media contacts you can give us, so people can see what you're up to and check out what you do.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the two main things are Instagram and Facebook. You can find me there. Instagram is Stef Burns Official, and Facebook I think is the same, Stef Burns. You can look for the blue dot or something. Yeah, you can search videos on YouTube, mostly posted by other people. I didn't do too much YouTube content, but there's some. But mostly some stuff, Stef Burns solos, mostly Vasco Rossi, but there's some other stuff. There's some old Alice Cooper stuff and some Huey Lewis stuff.
Yeah.
And my band, Stef Burns League. There's another band I started last year called Heroes and Monsters. That's with Tom Kearns, who's the bass player, been playing with Slash for 13 years. And the drummer from Evanescence, Will Hunt. Will also played with Vasco for a few years. So we have this power trio. We did an album last year, and it's really heavy and fun. It's a heavy rock album. It's really fun. So you can look for that too.
I love it. Brother. Man, thank you so much, man. And
thank you as well.
Right on, brother. Much love.
Love back to you guys.
Namaste, brother.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.